Hi Cancer, welcome to your quantum reading. This is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising. Welcome to my cross watchers. Cross watcher, you could be dealing with a Cancer. The message could be for you. Feel free to take it however it resonates with you in your situation. Keep in mind these are general and timeless readings. Everything you need to access is down below in my description box, my website link and Instagram handle, all that good stuff. I just post more things on quantum physics and crazy things that I do play around with over there. So you can jump over there if you would like. And thank you guys so much for liking, subscribing. Thanks for all the ways you've been here and supported the channel. Let's dive in. Okay, we have the heart and the crone. Some of you guys might have an older feminine here that's highly intuitive crone, or they're like a sage. They might give good advice. You could have a really strong heartfelt connection with this particular person. They might be sometimes this can be like much older person, maybe elderly even, or their grandparent possibly, but you could have like a really strong bond with this particular person. And in the environment, I guess maybe the reason why you're connecting with this particular person is because you might feel in your environment that you're being either misjudged, or maybe there was something here about a mentor or this judgment. I don't know if you're mentoring someone. Like, are you the mentor, or you're just aware of this mentor in an environment and someone else that could be misjudging the situation? Queen of Wands in the upright. Oh wow, Queen of Swords. The Hierophant in the reverse. Oh dear, here we go. The Sun in the reverse. The Three of Pentacles. The Knight of Cups and the High Priestess. Interesting. There's some romantic feelings developing over there. And then what have we got here? Three of Swords with the King of Swords, and then the Knight of Wands reverse. Okay, let's try to make sense of this. All right. Wow, where do I even start? Technically, the card out of all these that would represent you is supposed to be the High Priestess. Okay, so maybe a strong intuition. You could be dealing with quite a few different people, or there's like something about that. Okay, there's a mentor in some kind of environment that could be either not giving good advice, and the Hierophant in reverse is bad advice being given. Okay, but maybe that was set up in a way. There's something here about, there's an interaction that's taking place here. There's a collaboration. Look at these. Three of Pentacles. Is there going to be room? Dang it. It didn't quite fit. Okay. So there's a few different people that are working together. Maybe you're collaborating with people right now, or doing things, building off some kind of a foundation. And I keep wanting to put these two together. There's like some kind of romantic feelings that are developing over here, interestingly. A chivalrous masculine. There's a sun in reverse. Okay, and then we have, there's that King of Swords with the Three of Swords. And the Knight of Wands in reverse. I've pulled like a lot of cards, but I'm just gonna go with this. Oh wow, that Hanged Man really does want to come out. Okay. There's the Hanged Man in the reverse. And the Magician in the reverse and the Seven of Pentacles in the upright. Wow, that even is a mentor too. Okay. There is a lot of interesting moving parts to this whole situation. Okay. If they're... What do I want to say? Alright, there's some kind of romantic... Either someone is showing romantic interest in you, or I don't know if you're wanting to kind of like... Which position you sit in. Maybe you feel like someone has... Yeah, I want to say that. You could be thinking that someone is romantically interested in you, or wants to be with you, or someone like... is really swept up in the emotions or something interesting like that. There's some kind of dynamic like that that's playing out in this environment. Okay. I want to also say that there's a particular person in your life that is completely like blocked and guarded toward the connection. Like this person, either you guys aren't communicating right now, or yeah, this person could be quite detached or cold or aloof acting toward you, because they might be growing some other situation, because there were all these concerns that took place. So I think in general, there was all this stuff that was going around. You could have felt misjudged by someone or judged harshly, or maybe that was just playing out across the board. Someone could have felt judged by you, or that maybe you said something that was really cold, or anyway. So like there's been a person in the environment that's been like highly critical of someone else, that was trying to kind of like go no contact from some situation. There's a person here that's like judging someone a lot for that. But it was mainly also to, you know, that saying how people become, like, people never like it when you cut off their access to you if they're violating boundaries and stuff like that. And so there was a person here, they're like purposefully giving bad advice, hoping that it's gonna make a person very confused about their own process and stuff like that. But the thing that they don't know is that they're actually hurting the people in their environment. They're like, or maybe they just don't care. This could be a person that gives bad advice, and they could be in charge of some kind of organization or structure. And there's a person that's trying to detach energetically from this person or system, because they know that whatever they're developing, that they're gonna like they don't even want to be associated with that person because of whatever they're doing. It's like it's not good. They might not have all the pieces that they need to accurately like mentor someone. For example, like one time I was communicating with a woman that told me about how her husband was put into like a leadership position in a religion, and that he automatically kind of became almost like a therapist. But he had no training for that. But a lot of people just automatically came to him for that. And sometimes that can be a recipe for disaster. Not to say that it's got ill intentions by any means, but I think that just kind of naturally happens when people go to others for advice. But anyway, okay, so like, unbeknownst, part of the issue that came up here. So there's this King of Swords person that could be feeling this is King of Swords, like feeling there's a triangulation situation going on there. Or oh wow. Okay, so there was this whole arrangement that was coming together, like a collaboration. There was this foundation that was building, and there were two masculines here in this environment. One of them is like educated or has a particular degree or has a lot of experience, really sharp mind, nothing gets past them, it's freaking intelligence off the charts. And then and so basically what happened, so there was like a feminine that entered in the environment that was already acquainted with this Knight of Wands reverse. But when the feminine started dealing more with the King of Swords reverse, this masculine started to show a different side, because they felt almost like they weren't being utilized, or they didn't feel needed, and they felt almost like that. I'm not really even sure how to describe the emotion, because like I can feel it and I can pick up on it, but there were certain words that were said in an interaction one day that conveyed some internal emotions, but didn't want it to come across that way. Like they wanted to hurry and like pass it off as being something different than feeling like either like there was a third party situation going on here. But it wasn't like a full-blown cheating thing or anything. It was that there were two people that maybe understood each other, you know, because when we have a Queen of Swords and a King of Swords, like these people might be able to relate with each other a lot. They can be people that have like strong boundaries or appear to be a little bit detached or whatever, but it's like these two people are intelligent in their own different way, but can kind of keep up. Like there'd be intellectual banter or quick wit, you know, like a lot of intellectually stimulating things like that. Like those two people would have like a lot in common, or there's just something like that that was coming into play. And whatever was said here, it was like this person could have become reactive and said something from this wound, feeling as though there was a person that was dealing with another more than the other. Does that make sense? So it's like it started to cause this separation a little bit. Like let's say that you have a friendship, okay, and I'm just pulling out a scenario so that you can paint this clear picture. But let's say that you had a friendship with a particular person, and this person was concerned that either you were going to get taken away by someone else coming in, because this person could have felt like you were really interested in a particular person or something like that, you know? And so this person could have started to do or say some particular things or keep up or like, whatever it was. It was, but they didn't want it to come across that way. But they would set up little scenarios where it would take the time away from each other or like something weird like that. And like weird too, because there's a Queen of Wands in the environment too, which is like someone who is on this Knight of Wands level. Maybe that's like a partnership or something, but someone could have been concerned that they were going to like lose you to someone else, or they were gonna like it's scenarios like that, like seriously. So there were a lot of like little tiny things that popped up in this environment in some way that could have led to things being misinterpreted and I mean, it looks like you could still be trying to collaborate or build on this foundation. It's like you don't really want to throw it away because of whatever the investment you already put in it, and so you could be trying to still grow off of whatever you had invested in it. But it's like challenging because you might be, if there was a person that has moved out of the whole dynamic, it might be difficult to replace that person. Or also a part of the if there is some kind of triangulation that's taking place, it's like you could have, maybe on some level, there was some kind of desire, if you felt judged by someone or misjudged, there was like this little bit of a desire to, or maybe you are watching or observing a particular person receive judgment that you think they deserve, or this Magician in reverse can be a person who is kind of controlling the, like, some kind of narrative, but receiving a lot of benefit. Like, whoever this person is sitting in a position of authority. They're building something and they could be producing something significant monetarily, and that's why this person's trying to protect whatever they're building at all costs. And so, like, they felt threatened by the fact that someone was asserting boundaries. So they could have become highly reactive or flown off of the handle because they're concerned that they're not going to be able to benefit off of someone else's energy anymore because they were getting a lot from that. But that also caused them to become out of balance because it's like they keep becoming so externalized by looking outward for all of their answers. And so that's partially why this person, knowingly or unknowingly, is like, but maybe there's some mirroring going on, but there's a person that tried to put some boundaries up with this particular person. And now this person's like deliberately trying to criticize them, even though there's like a weird hypocrisy to it. Like, this person wants to be seen as the expert for what someone else did, but they also downplay their success or they try to talk over them. And it's like inverting their personality. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's like it's like it's so split. It's there's a lot of split and fragmentation that's going on there. And yeah, so it's like things aren't quite what they seem. These two energies look like they're on the same page, and very fascinating because there's also someone else in the environment here. These two get along. These two feminine energies, they get along really well. They're both, at least to me, coming across as healthy. One's just more focused on asserting boundaries, and there's another person here that feels like confident, creative. And then there's a Leo type energy also in the environment. I think it's another feminine. But the dynamic is shifting around. I have so much to say around this, and we're already at 20 minutes. I think I'm going to dive into the rest of the part in the extended. Don't shoot me. But I don't know if any of that made sense. But if you guys want to join me over in the extended, feel free. Go down below, click on the Vimeo link. I'll see you over there. But Cancer, if this is where we leave things, sending you so much love. Wishing you all the very best. See you in the next reading. Take care.